The man you see on screen right now is absolutely losing his mind as of late. I did a video on DarkSydePhil a few weeks back called The Ultimate Beggar, and if that video is a tale of the ultimate beggar, then this video is the ultimate beggar's ultimate begging session. You see, Phil's done this for years, and you can make arguments that he's been worse at many other points in time, but Jesus Christ, man, let me just tell you what's going on here. Silksong came out recently, and Phil decided, hey, I'm gonna play this game. Now, if you know anything about Phil, you gotta know that he will not play a game unless people are giving him money to do so. Phil's entire philosophy on being a content creator and even being a gamer is so skewed because he thinks that he can't play what he wants, nor can he create the content he wants unless he's getting a certain amount of money to do so. Now imagine your favorite content creator, it doesn't really matter who they are. Imagine your favorite video of theirs or your favorite topic that they cover. Imagine if they just came online and were like, hey, unless we get like $150 in the next 2 hours, we're done. That's it. Guys, I can't. I try my best. I put my arms up. You're going to be hearing a lot of that today because that's exactly what Phil did with old Silksong. But it's not like that's anything new for Phil. He quits these games all the time when he doesn't make enough money while playing them. His detractors have aptly named this a wage quit, which is just fucking phenomenal. And Silksong is just another in a long line of these wage quits of Phil's. Recently, he quit some truck driving simulator he was playing and really enjoying just because one night people didn't donate enough money to him.
Are we done with Truck Sim? Yeah. We did not hit the goal the other night. Attendance has dwindled for it. And I even made the offer and said if someone came in the next couple of days and contributed and said, hey, this is towards Truck Sim, I want to see you continue, I will continue. 2 days have passed and no one's done that. So, Truck Sim's done. We'll find another driving game at some point, but for now, I guess we retire the wheel. Luke says, how much would I have to put up for Truck Sim? We ended the night at 117. We ended the night at 117 instead of 150. So you figure it out. That's simple. Here's the question, Bloom Kit. Were you here for Truck Sim? Were you here on Sunday night for Truck Sim? If you were, why didn't you contribute during the Truck Sim stream so that Truck Sim could continue? And why are we talking about this 2 nights later?
Now, if you thought he sounded like a smug prick in that clip, let me just tell you, you have not seen anything yet. By the end of this video, you are going to be shocked and appalled at the way Phil is talking to people in his chat. But the Truck Sim game, that wasn't the only victim of Phil's wrath. GTA 4, another game he had been playing recently, well, he got to the final mission and then just realized this is too hard for me, and so he quit.
Guys, forget it. I'm serious, I'm not doing it. I'm done. I can't do it. I don't have ammo to do it. I'm done. I had no idea that was going to happen. Fuck this. We're just going to play the DLC. I'm serious. I'm not going to waste an hour doing this mission. This is stupid.
And so the point I'm trying to get across here is that he'll quit games if he doesn't get enough money for playing them, or he'll quit because he just genuinely sucks at playing video games in general. But in today's video, we're going to be more focused on the money aspect of DarkSydePhil, because it's all he's going to fucking talk about. It's not like we're going to be able to avoid it. Phil will bring it up in every single clip of every single stream that we watch here. You are going to hear Phil try to justify himself over and over and try to tell people that it's normal for him to say this every 2 or 3 minutes. And the reason he's so on edge and bringing it up over and over and over again more than even usual is because Phil has not hit many tip goals in the last few days, and that is absolutely mortifying to him. If Phil isn't making his $150 per stream, it's like a doomsday scenario, and it's getting to him, as you're gonna see here today. He's one grumpy old bastard. So if you enjoy seeing DarkSydePhil not getting that money, then you're going to enjoy this video today, my friends. So I'm going to shut up now, and you can hear it from Phil just how upset he is.
So we have an hour and 40 minutes left on today's stream. All right? Let's get support right now before we even start up again. Seriously. We are at what? 67? Let's get $7 of support right now. Whether it's a super chat, a tip, 3 memberships, 2 subs, whatever it is. Let's hit it right now. Let's get to halfway. Then for the second portion of the stream, we can just focus on doing the second half. All right? Seriously. And I am serious because it's been over an hour and there hasn't been a single contribution, yet you're all sitting here watching the stream. So let's get to 75 right now. Let's go.
He makes like this bulldog-esque stink face when he says, but all you people are just here watching the stream and like not donating. That's what he's implying. I mean, he straight up said it. It's so fucked up because these people don't owe you a thing. In Phil's mind, I truly believe he thinks that if someone clicks on his stream, if they're watching him for like 10-15 minutes, after a while you should feel inclined to go, let me open up my wallet and give this guy some money. Phil, that's not how all people think. People might just stumble upon your stream or one of your videos and go, interesting, and move on. Some people might stumble upon it and go, man, this guy's fucking annoying, which is most people, but you can't sit here and actively get upset and just stew about it because people aren't throwing their money at you for simply existing and being there on camera. What have you done to make people want to give you that money? Just played through another video game like you've been doing for 20 years? Do something more. You can't just expect that when a new video game comes out, people are going to be like, holy shit, I need to pay DarkSydePhil to play this game. That's the last things on people's mind. Like, I really think he thinks before people go to GameStop and pick up a game themselves, they're like, let me make sure Phil has the game because I just desperately need to see him play it.
There is no math wrong on the King's tax. Shut up. I don't want to hear about. In fact, you know what? Just go away. You're fucking annoying. I've been streaming now this game for 2.5 hours. And we've gotten, in the 2.5 hours, I'm not kidding, we've gotten, let's see, $10 of support. So let's go. Let's get to halfway to the goal right now. I'm streaming till 4 p.m., so we still got a while. But like I'm saying, we're here. We can't get to halfway right now, seriously. And that way we just have the second half to work towards for the second half of the gameplay stream. You're telling me there's no one watching this stream right now at all out of the 229 people watching on YouTube, out of the almost 90 people watching on Kit. There's no one watching and saying, hey, this is a good stream. Phil's actually, playing a challenging game. It's tense. I'm liking the vibe. I like the content. Let's get halfway to the goal, and then we could, work towards it for the second half. You're telling me there's no one out there enjoying the stream? No one. Right. I don't buy that. Or else you wouldn't be here. If the truth is, if you weren't enjoying the stream, you would not be here. You'd be watching on a fucking restreamer or something. So I don't buy it.
His logic makes absolutely no sense. Basically, if you're there and you're watching, you should just be giving him money because you're a fan. And if you're not a fan, you should just be watching some restreamer like the troll you are. So in his mind, he's trying to imply to you people that if you're not giving me money, you're just like another fucking damn dirty troll. I think he wants his actual supporters to hear him say that and go, well, I don't feel to think I'm a troll. Let me give him $15 real quick. And let me just remind you guys, this is not a troll. This is not an act. He's not playing a character. This is Phil's actual personality, and he is completely disgusted by his fan base right now. Like, look at the look on his face. He's like half smiling, like, yeah, this is real funny, guys. You've only given me $10 and I've been here for 2.5 hours. Like, none of you see me playing this and go, wow, Phil's playing a challenging game. Let me just give him money for that. No, because all you're doing is sitting there playing a video game. You aren't telling any jokes. You aren't telling people funny stories. You aren't doing anything to keep these people entertained, yet you expect them to go, wow, what a riveting stream.
Chef Demesky, I counted the $54 from before. I swear to God, the next person that says I didn't count it is going to get banned. I've had enough. Really, it pisses me off when people want to just make shit up. That's right. People want to see me specifically play the game. That's correct. That's why you're here. Because you want to see DSP suffer through a very challenging survival horror game. If you're here to watch the stream I'm providing because you enjoy watching me play games in the way that I do, then support that content and then there will be more of it. Right? We talked about it earlier before I started playing the game. That if you like content, you support it, then because you've supported it, that money can be made to make more content. Right? That's how it works. Now, I just sit here like a lump and I say I get everything for free because I'm entitled and I just get everything. And then how dare you even ask for any support and make a living? How could you? No, that's not how fucking life works. We made the allegory of a movie that if a movie comes out and people like it and they go watch it at the theater and they pay for the subscription or the on-demand rental and the movie makes money, then those movie makers can go make more movies that you like. As opposed to if you say you want the movie, but then you pirate the movie, you steal the movie, you illegally download the movie, right? Then they make no money and they can't make more content. So you're shooting yourself in the foot when you don't support the content you like.
Phil, there is a massive difference between what you do and what like major motion pictures do. The reason people buy a subscription service is because they get offered like so many different movies or TV shows to buy, or the reason they go buy a movie ticket is because they really want to see this new hot movie that's out. Streaming and content creation, it's an entirely different beast, and unless you're putting all your content behind a paywall, you have to understand the business, quote unquote business you're running here. You have to make people care about what you do. You can't just sit there and go, wow, I'm playing a challenging game. Isn't this so exciting, guys? No, it's not. And if there are people who genuinely show up and are like entertained and amused by your streams and your reactions, Phil, then they probably get turned off when you talk to them the way you do. But the biggest moment in all of that where Phil was full of shit is where he says that, you gotta keep supporting this stuff so it can keep happening and it can keep getting better. Your content, Phil, it doesn't necessitate that at all. I mean, honestly, all you need is like $50 for the new game and there you go. People have supported your next business venture.
Why are you here on my stream if you don't like it? So either you enjoy and you support when you can and you understand why I ask for contributions, or you fuck off. It's one or the other. There's no in between. This is actually a case, there is no black and white. Like either you like the content, so you're here to enjoy it. You're here to support me because you like the way I play games, you like it, or you get the fuck out because you're just sitting here being toxic and no one cares about you. So it's that simple. It really is a simple thing, but they don't want to act like they want, anytime that he says anything about profits or being supported, it's a toxic, horrible thing. No, it's not. And the truth is, what happens when we hit goals? Then I'm like, well, I actually don't want to talk anymore about goals. We hit the goal. We're good. Right now, if we hit the goal 150, I would say, hey, thanks a lot. Maybe we can hit a second goal, but hey, thanks for hitting the goal, and then we can just play the game. Instead, I've been here 2 hours, and there's been $10 of support in 2 hours. So that's the problem. Green Luigi, no other streamer is in the situation I'm in, so fuck off. Really, no other streamer's in the unique situation I'm in, so I have to do things differently, and you can kiss my ass.
How? How are you so much different than any other streamer? Like, yes, you get trolled, you get fucked with a lot, but when it comes to like ad revenue and you making money, like you're just like any other guy. You can make money if you provided a more entertaining stream. You act like such a victim, like the internet's beaten you down for so many years and you have to fight and claw to get what's yours, when really, you just sat here on your ass for 20 years and played video games non-stop. And you've done it for so long that you now think it's your job and you believe you're owed something every day you like technically clock into work, which is whenever you start your stream up and start playing whatever game you're going to play that day. You're really just a man-child doing what other men-children do every day. Men-children, is that even a word? I don't know, but they do that every day and don't get paid for it. You think you're some special case. So yes, Phil, I guess you are different than other streamers, but for some reason you think you deserve to get paid for it. And also, can we talk about where he said that, guys, I wouldn't be talking about this. Like, we have a 150 tip goal to hit. If we hit that, I would stop talking about it all night, but we only have $10 in the tip goal. So basically he's saying, if you want me to shut up about money, then give me money. Like, what's wrong with you people? Like, obviously I'm going to talk about money constantly until you give me money. Like, are you stupid? Are you dumb? That's my business. And when I hear him say things like that, I always wonder, man, is there really any like real DSP supporters out there? And if they are, like, what do they think when they hear shit like that? How do they continue to go, yeah, this dude rules, I'm gonna keep supporting Phil? Like, if I heard someone who I respected say that, I'd be like, you're a piece of shit.
Like, I really enjoyed this year because this year I've got to do a lot of things that normally I wouldn't have done. And I branched out and I did all kinds of new content, and I'm really enjoying this ride. But people have to understand, for that ride to continue, we have to keep hitting goals and have to get support. If we keep hitting goals, then I can buy new peripherals. I can buy any game I want when it's new. We could buy 10 games in a week, for God's sakes. We could. And it's fine. I can get new controllers on the fly, new wheels, new lighting, new anything, whatever you want. But that's because you're supporting the content, so I can continue to make it and improve it. If you just sit here complaining all day, you don't like any of the content, anytime that I ask for support, I'm horrible, what a horrible person I am, don't you understand that you serve no purpose? Zero.
Alright, wannabe Dale Wilson, let's be real here. Imagine you're listening to your favorite Beatles record, and you're like, oh man, like, oh no, something is coming up next. I love that song. And it's about to come up, and like you go from one track to the next, and right before it plays, you hear John Lennon come on and go, hello, it's me. I do a terrible British accent, but it's me, John Lennon. If you like this album, please go buy a t-shirt as well. go buy the Beatles anthology album. Buy all of it. Just, I need to remind you, because if we can make more money on this album, maybe we can make another. I don't know why this is being kept in or what kind of segment this is, but really, like, imagine you're watching a movie and they're like, stop. If you guys want to see more of this film, call the number on screen below. And then In the Arms of an Angel starts playing, like that sad dog commercial, you know, in the arms of... It's like, if you want to make sure Matthew McConaughey can eat this year, you will donate to the number below. It's... Like, what does Phil think he is? What does he think his content is so special for that, like, people need to pay? Like, they need to pony up or else it just can't happen. Like, you play video games. Just boot up the Xbox and fucking play. And see, the stream you've been watching right now is after Phil decided he was going to put down Silksong for good. And I'll have some pretty sad news about that whole situation at the end of this. But now you're going to see the moment Phil decided to quit, because people were just not supporting the stream enough. And Phil will tell you, like, you guys don't get it. This is one of his favorite games he's played this year. He's having a lot of fun. But people just aren't supporting enough and he can't play it. Now, that's despite this game being $20. Like, so if someone donates you a $20, there you go. They paid for your game. Now you can play it on stream, have a good time, not have a care in the world. But if you said that to Phil, he'd probably just spit on you and go, no, that's not how it works. But sadly for Phil, it looks like that might be the way it's starting to work. People are not wanting to hit that tip goal, and if Phil's not hitting it, he might have to lower that shit. And again, if he heard that, he'd be just spitting all over you. Like, get the fuck, don't ever suggest something like that. Lowering the tip goal, you must be out of your goddamn mind. But now let's hear some of that DSP Silksong rage-filled goodness.
I'm getting different results when I do the same inputs. Guys, this is it, the last 10-15 minutes of the stream. So we have about 10-15 minutes to hit the goal, and if we don't hit the goal, I'm not playing this again. Because again, this was an experiment, and all I'm seeing right now is that my thoughts were absolutely true and correct, that people don't actually like Metroidvania games on my streams. Because if I can get, let me put it this way, if I can get more support for Suikoden 2, if I can get more support for Chronos, if I can get more support for Metal Gear Solid Delta, if I can get more support for Capcom vs. SNK 2, like every game I'm playing in the rotation has done better than this game did tonight, that means that no one wants this game. On my streams, I'm not saying it's a bad game. In fact, like I said, is it frustrating? Yes, but it's the kind of game that, like, it's rewarding when you overcome challenge, just like Dark Souls. So I'd be okay with that. It certainly would be a rage-filled playthrough, but I would be able to get through it and beat it for sure, 100%. It's just going to be a tough one, but I would do it. But not for this. Not for not even hitting half of a goal of support. So this is it. Last chance to support the stream. And someone is tipping $2 and saying, we like Silksong, but times are tough. Well, then don't ask for Silksong. If people can support other games, then obviously times aren't that tough. And people are supporting every other game I played. And I suspected this would happen, and it did, so that's that.
Hey, actual fan of mine who was nice enough to donate to me and tell me that they want to continue seeing this game, that's an actual person who likes what Phil does, saying, Phil, I'm enjoying this, man. Like, you're doing a great job. Don't let these people get you down. And he's like, well, don't ask for this fucking game then, because if you don't have more money, $2 isn't going to cut it. And it makes me wonder, how many fans or people who might have even considered becoming a fan of Phil, like, how many of them has he run off over the years just by his shitty attitude alone? Like, that guy, I highly doubt that guy will ever donate to him again, although, I don't know, these dents there, they're pretty freaking strange.
Someone tipped $2 says, please keep playing Silksong. I will if we hit the goal, but we got to do it now because this is the end of the stream. We're at $69, so get us to the goal of 150. I'll play it again. So now's your chance. All right, so I'm going to try to clear this final area, and that's it for the stream. So this is absolute last chance if you want to see Silksong again. If you do, support the stream right now, or else that's it. So here's the thing. I definitely like the game. I do. I actually enjoy the game, and I wouldn't mind playing it more, but I can't. You know, I have to play what people want, and it's apparent from tonight. The only people who showed up tonight, there's a few people who like the game, and thanks to those who did support it, mostly troll viewers watching to see if I'm going to hit the goal and it's going to continue. Very little support. Literally, this is the least supported stream that I have had of all the games I'm playing. Earlier today, I played Suikoden 2 and had more support. So exactly what I feared would happen happened with Silksong. This is why I didn't have it in the schedule. You know, like, I know people just don't come out for Metroidvanias and support them. They don't. They sit here and complain that it's boring because I have to backtrack a lot and stuff like that. Now listen, I get it, but that's the game. And people don't like them. So once again, this is what? Like the millionth one I've tried. Like I said, the only Metroidvania game I've ever played that actually worked was Metroid Dread. That one, people came out and actually supported it. But I tried my best. And I want to say thanks to those who were here tonight and those who watch it on demand. But it is what it is. What can I do? Right? I gave it a shot. I laid out exactly the criteria. And we all see what happens. It's in black and white. It's not disputable. People don't want Silksong, or they would have come by and supported this stream, and they did not. Okay? All right, well, I tried it, and the thing is, it is a good game. It's a shame. I actually feel like if I played this might have, if I kept playing it, might have been one of my favorite games of the year.
Now, Phil, hear me out, right? This might seem absolutely crazy, but do you think that you're just more boring and more like over the top with begging than usual on this particular stream, and it's driving people away? No, that can't be it, right? They're pissed off with you having to backtrack in this video game. Oh, the backtracking. Oh, the backtracking. I can't handle any more going back in the direction that we just came from. It's making me sick. I can't watch this garbage anymore. You will make genuinely any excuse you can, so you just don't have to say, yeah, people don't give a shit about like what I'm doing here today because I'm not having a good time playing this game. Maybe if you were sitting there laughing, having a good time going, guys, this game's awesome. Let's try to get to the next level. You know what? I might even stay alive for a little bit later tonight because I'm having this much fun playing this game. You can't let that happen. You won't let yourself have a good time if you're not making the money. So, like, it's this vicious circle where Phil's not happy. Phil expects money, people won't give money to Phil, so Phil stays unhappy, but then eventually some schmuck comes along and is like, here's $100, Phil, and Phil has a big smile on his face again. Until the next stream, of course, where the goal goes back to 0 and Phil has to be pissed off if in an hour's time people haven't donated enough. Like, do you think that's a big issue, Phil? Maybe if you sat here and just enjoyed the game and didn't focus on the tip goal, maybe people would be more inclined to give a shit, but you don't. All you do is sit here and talk about money over and over and over again, and it's got to get on people's nerves.
All right, guys. So Silksong, I do like the game, but that's it for Silksong. All right? Again, thanks to those who watched. I hope you understand. Okay. All right, that's it. I got to get out of here. I stayed late and everything, but it is what it is, guys. Okay. All right. Well, folks, that is it. And again, I want to say thank you. I do get a $10 tip here at the end here. It's just an anonymous $10 tip, not even a message attached to it. Thank you, whoever just sent $10. I appreciate it. So whoever that was, thanks. You were literally the top tip of the night, and you're the only tip of the night, really, because the other tip was $1. And that's that. Now we got to figure out what the schedule will be for the week, because we're not playing Silksong. Okay. This was the test stream for the game. The test stream. And it failed the test stream. Okay? Quote says, my favorite games don't hit goals. Then you should support the games. And you didn't. So, okay.
And what Phil does right here, to me, is the most disgusting part of all this. You see, he's already said goodbye, he's already done his sign-off, the stream's supposed to be over, but he's sitting here and stalling and just waiting for people to send more money. Like, he's basically just looking at the computer, waiting to see tips come in. And this is what I don't get. Like, he had the balls to sit here earlier and go, oh, I don't expect money from people, when that's what he's doing right now. You're not providing anything at this point, Phil. You're just sitting around on your chair, yet you expect people to just pay you now because they haven't paid you yet. In what fucking universe does that, like, register in your mind that that's normal? And he even admits as such too, and gets angry at people saying, guys, I'm still here, why aren't you donating?
Listen, I'm still here and no one's contributing, so what do you want me to do? I'm still here. I stayed extra late. I gotta get the fuck out of here. I'm tired. I can't stay here late every night. I just can't. I've been in here in this fucking office every night super late. I should be spending time with my wife. I'm tired of this shit. I honestly don't know, because I was planning on possibly doing Silksong as a day stream, and now we're not playing it at all. Okay? All right, guys, everyone, please have a good night. I will see you tomorrow for Chronos, and I'll see you tomorrow for Gears of War. Have a good night.
And in the most Phil move you'll ever fucking see, he goes offline, or like pretends to be offline, for about a minute or two, and then comes back and continues to bitch about money, but this time in like the most angry way he's done it so far.
What a name, Crunchberry. Okay. Well, we still didn't hit it. We're at 94. We still didn't hit the goal, but we did get closer. So guys, I'm sorry. I really tried. I tried my hardest. I liked the game. People did not support enough. I don't know what to say. Okay? All right? I'm sorry. I really gave it as much time as I possibly could. I really have to get out of here. Enough with if we hit 100 one more stream. We hit the goal now, or we don't play the game again, period. There's no negotiation. There's no bullshit. Either contribute now, or we don't see the game again. Too bad. This was laid out ahead of time. None of this nonsense. None of this fucking around. All right? I'm tired of it, quite frankly. I'm tired of people trying to mess around. Oh, yeah, well, I'll wait till the last minute and then I'll... Blah, blah. No. You should have supported, because now what's going to happen is people will complain. You have no right. There is absolutely no right whatsoever to complain that we're not playing this game again. I laid down the criteria. No one did it. What do you want me to do? Okay? All right. That's it. We're done. So tomorrow, no podcast. Chronos on the first stream. Gears on the late stream. See you tomorrow.
The nerve of this man, dude. Like, how can he even say shit like that? But he does, and honestly, he sticks around like this on his streams because a lot of times these assholes really do end up donating to him, because he'll just stick around and go, you know, guys, we really could get this money. If you just send it now, we can do it. And like, it's why now Silksong is continuing, because someone ponied up and paid him. So he's like, alright, you know what? I'll keep playing Silksong. So after all that, it's still happening. It's that simple. You give him money, he'll smile and do whatever you want. He's a YouTube prostitute. And that was the bad news I was talking about earlier. Like, it's amazing. You can hear this dude say all the shit he did in this video today, and then you find out that people are still like, I'll give him $100 real quick. And that's the life of DarkSydePhil. Somehow this dude just keeps on pushing. He's the most resilient bastard on the internet. You know, people have said it a million times before, that Phil, he operates like a cockroach. No matter what happens in this world, DarkSydePhil will still be here, still be streaming video games, and still demanding your money no matter what happens to this world. And I can see it, because he's still here 20 years later, and it doesn't look like he's going to stop anytime soon, because he'll just keep begging and begging and begging for that money, and somehow, some way, there's some weirdo out there who will give it to him. I can't imagine he'll finish that Silksong game, though. He'll just quit it like he does every single other one. But if you guys want to know anything more about Phil or any updates on it when that happens, you can follow me over on Twitter at SmokeyMCC, and hell, you can also just stay tuned to the channel, because I'll definitely have more Phil videos out for you guys sometime soon. Also want to give a giant shout out to Snort Hogan, the GOAT DSP archiver. I always got to check out his channel and see what Phil's up to without having to give Phil that view. And And if you need a place to watch Phil's streams without having to, again, give Phil that view, check out Raw Phil. Links will be down in the description below for both channels. And as always, tonight will be Too High for Stupid episode 124 over on Kiwi's channel, so don't miss that. And until the next one, be safe everybody, and I'm out of here. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see y'all in the next one. Until then, take care everybody.